The Deltores with Plastic Gold off the EP Stoner Prog Rock, which indeed that was. And I don't know if anyone else heard it, but I, at least near the end, kind of detected a little bit of influence from Sonic Youth.
Yeah, honestly, I was feeling some Washington State in that one. A little Melvins, a little
Nice.
a little Mudhoney, maybe. You know that whole.
Oh man, Mudhoney, man!
It.
I every good boy deserves fudge. My CD collection.
You know, just a little bit of that West Coast, well, I guess Pacific Northwest dreary, brand of aggressive rock. You know, I always feel like I liked it a lot. I actually really dug it.
The simple response is I liked it.
I want to cruise and listen to that. You know, I always love, and I like how they started off kind of like this eerie kind of crawl into the chorus.
It had great dynamics.
Oh, perfect dynamics. I mean, it's done very, very well. I think the thing with that is like, I always love a song that's not afraid to hit the chorus.
Right.
You know what I mean? And they just nailed it. I thought it was great.
Just before I go to Catherine Nolan, best Melvin's album, Houdini. Go ahead, Catherine Nolan.
Nice. Nolan.
Yeah, I definitely heard some 90s grunge going on in there. And then they went off into 1967 and with the controlled feedback and the Leslie on the voice. Very cool song.
Really cool trippy vocals, and I love the sound of it. It was just, I don't know how they recorded it. It was just had such a warm sound to it. And yeah, those guys are fearless.
Yeah, that was an awesome tune.
Some of the writing, great tune.
So next up, we're gonna get to the next. Well, it's kind of scattered, but either way, next band we're gonna hear up is called Stab in the Dark. And the song is called Shades of Grey. Dig this. Stab in the Dark, Shades of Grey, not 50 Shades of Grey. Thank God for that. So, but that was a rockin' tune. I really took some 80s, kind of like at least timing wise for the heavier riffs. Kind of like best way to put it is kind of picture like kind of like late 80s Metallica, so like And Justice for All, or not Ride the Lightning, but maybe Kill 'Em All, the kind of the if you know what I mean, the timing wise. And I actually a little bit of Billy Idol in there as well, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, he had a little bit of a Billy Bellow, you know?
Yeah.
I liked it. I felt like
I wanted to like hop in my car and drive with the windows down and like
music
sing really loud out the window.
I don't know. All that stuff. It just I love anything that has some sort of like 80s. If it's got an 80s
flair
to it, like that little guitar lick was so simple,
but
great. So perfect. Like it just makes me,
because you can sing along with it.
Yeah, right. It just makes me think of like the Warriors, you know. And you're just walking up the street and everyone's fighting each other, and it's 1985. And I don't know. I played a lot of video games growing up, so part of it reminded me of Double Dragon. If anyone's ever
played. Man, nice. That's awesome. Just a real quick side note. Actually, because I posted a picture earlier online of one of my cats. But if you, in the picture, you see my Super Nintendo, because I was playing NHL PA 94 the other day and today.
I did see that, actually.
Catherine Nolan?
Go ahead, Nolan.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, right, we're on the air light. Right, sorry.
Are we really? Darn it. I was going to sleep. No, it was a great energy. It was a great tune. Well written, really well recorded.
Absolutely. And, you know, we can always talk about the songs. One of the things I'd like to comment on is really how well recorded and mixed it was. Sometimes I'll sit here and go, I wish they'd turn up the bass a little, or maybe put the vocals, but I didn't have any comments at all. I thought it was perfectly mixed, which for me is a big deal. So good job.
Right on. So, got another question for you, Mike and Amanda. With the new album in process, so you guys have gone a little bit faster. Has that been the only change in music? Have you found you've evolved a little bit, like sound-wise as well, or have you done anything differently?
I think some of the new songs, while we had a lot of fun with the first album, and some of it can be a little bit silly, we're always still silly, but I think the second album is going to be a little bit punchier.
Yeah, we kind of embrace the frustration that's involved with punk music. I always think punk, however you write it, in general, there needs to be an underlying frustration with something, and I think a lot of the music that we wrote for the second album so far, it's got a little bit of that. Even the songs that are a little bit more slower have a certain frustration involved with it, and it's just if anything, it's a little punkier than the last album, much more straight up so far. But yes, it's just it's a little faster, it's a little bit more aggressive, a little bit thrashier the way it was recorded.
I've heard some of my vocals played back also, and I feel like I've gotten a little bit more gruff.
yeah, it's like she's kind of gotten
like you can't understand some of the words I say this time. So.
Well, it was a hard thing to when Amanda and I first started working together and working on music. I'm like, listen, it's rock and roll. Nobody really cares about the enunciation. Just
I had also just finished. There's a group on Long Island called Nirma that every couple of months they put together a show. And it's musicians from all over Long Island that have worked and toured and are in bands currently and all that stuff that just like to get together and have fun. And this one was a 1975 review, and I was assigned Patti Smith's version of Gloria.
Oh, cool.
And I had just finished performing that, I was actually performing it the next day, but I was had just finished rehearsals for it. So I was kind of like riding the Gloria where you can't understand a single goddamn word that comes out of her mouth. But she's great, and I was like in love with it. So I kind of I'm listening to the playback of that, and I'm like, oh yeah, I definitely had just finished that project when we recorded this. So.
And yeah, we recorded in Brooklyn with a place called Studio G with this guy Matt Storm, who is delivering just amazing stuff. Like when I was listening back to it, it sounds like mosh pit music, which makes me incredibly happy. So. Happy mosh pit music. Don't hurt anyone, but you can run into somebody.
It's still us. It's still us. Yeah, it's definitely
it's still a lot of that character.
But I'm excited about the evolution.
Yeah, it's funny because some of these new songs we played, and people are starting up skank circles a little bit.
Nice.
Starting
Right on.
like, running into each other. I'm like, yeah, you got it.
Mike's singing a lot more. You hear a lot more of Mike's vocals on the second one too, because he can sing higher than I can, and
All the time.
we're gonna utilize that. So
Really cool. Okay, so we have time for one more song, and this next song is
Right.
by a band called Everything Shook, and the song's called The Misery Chord. Dig this.
cool.